What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 97, and we start today's episode off with a game against Catania here in the Serie A, which we simulated. This is the penultimate game of the season as well, as you would have seen in the last episode. Inter Milan slipped up, finally, which meant that we overtake them and go into first place with 2 games to go. We were 2 points clear, and we came to this game against Catania, watching Inter Milan in the bottom right as well in the latest scores. They were winning their game, which of course meant that we would need to win our game, and as things stood, we were going to be doing that emphatically. We were 3-0 up in this game. Hamsik then made it 4-0, and of course we did claim the victory here against Catania by 4-0 at the Stadio San Paolo, and we also found out that Gonzalo Higuain returned from injury for the last 2 games of the season, which of course is the final game of the year in the Serie A and also the Europa League finals, so that's cool. And yeah, of course that win did mean that with 1 game to go, we are 2 points clear of Inter Milan. So the title is in our own hands, but you know it's still not done for us because our final game is going to be away at the Juventus Stadium, which isn't good. Inter Milan have quite an easy home game, but yeah, we look at that table and we think, to be honest, we can't even draw the game because if Inter Milan win, then they're going to overtake us on goal difference if we only get a point. You know, if we lose the game, Inter Milan have to win. Inter Milan have to win. We know that, but even so, you know, we have to win as well because, quite frankly, you know, a draw isn't going to be enough for us because of the goal difference. So it's very, very, very annoying because, you know, we've done so well and now we take on such a strong side like Juventus away from home. Of course, Juventus, we've actually, you know, we played them during this year in the Europa League semi-final, quarter-finals, and the first leg, which was away at Juventus, we basically just brushed them aside. It wasn't until the last 10 minutes when they scored 2 goals and I collapsed. Other than that, we completely brushed them aside, really. So we came to this game definitely as the favourites, you know, definitely Juventus are cemented in their position. They can't increase or decrease. Well, that's the wrong word to use, isn't it? They can't climb or go lower than 4th place. They're cemented in that position. So with that in mind, you know, we came into this game, you know, probably you know, regarded as the favourites, despite a very, very strong Juventus side and us playing away from home and with all the pressure surrounding our game. But even so, I was feeling very confident, to be honest. I also started Vargas up top as well because Higuain had the plaster next to his name, and Lukaku, although playing very well, I always feel very, very good when Vargas is in the side. And just 1 minute in, I'm made to pay. You know, my decision paid off. I put Vargas in the side and just 1 minute in he scored. And the goal was unbelievable because we played the ball out wide, we chipped it in field. Rui Patricio came, you know, flying out of his goal for no reason. And the header by Vargas was tipped up in the air. And it just looped up in the air and went into the empty net. And I could not believe that we were 1-0 up, literally straight from kickoff. And it was the most bizarre goal to score as well, because as Patricio flicks it up in the air, it sort of just looped up in the air, and Juventus defenders weren't quick enough, clearly. But the goalkeeping was shocking, the marking was shocking, even the header by Vargas was shocking, and the fact it went in the back and it was ridiculous. It was funny because it was so slow, the ball going up in the air from Patricio's flick up. We couldn't even watch the third replay. the game didn't have time to show it. It was hilarious. So we went 1-0 up here, and then straight from kickoff, the ball goes straight to Vargas. Juventus give the ball away. He gets past one with the Ronaldo chop, then the heel-to-heel flick, then the Berber spin. Gets onto his right foot here, has the pace to get round Vidal, and he smashes the ball past Patricio. And from 2 attempts in 2 minutes and 19 seconds, the score was Juventus 0, Napoli 2. And I was literally in utter disbelief as soon as that goal went in. I just dropped control. I could not believe the Juventus defence was so poor, because I came to this game, I was really hopeful of a really sort of tight sort of final day, really tense kind of action-packed game, and instead we were 2-0 up in 2 minutes, and I couldn't believe it. So obviously there was only one thing I could do, and that was show the sliders, because it just felt so ridiculous that we could be 2 goals up so easy on. But you know, it was just hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious because it reminded me of the game in the Europa League quarter-final when we were pushing Juventus aside with ease, and that was exactly what was happening in this game. They're so bad on career mode, and I don't understand it. I'm finding them so easy to play against. I'm not sure whether it's their formation or, you know, they've got quite an attacking base formation. Maybe I'm taking advantage of that. I don't know what it is, but I'm finding it so easy to play against Juventus at the moment. But anyway, our celebrations were going to be put on hold because as things still, we were going to be cracking open the champagne at half time. But in the 14th minute, Danilo takes down Asamoah, I think it was, in the left-hand side of the penalty area, and the referee has no choice but to award the spot kick. So our celebrations could be put on hold here if Luis Suarez, the Uruguayan, the former Liverpool striker, could give Juventus a route back into this game here. It's Suarez who steps up, and again, every single time I dive the right way, we don't save it. I don't understand. I mean, is there a secret to saving penalties that I'm not aware of? Because every single time the AI take a penalty, there's always a big element of luck. That's like the second time Raphael's dived the right way and he's only been able to kick the ball into his own net. In a penalty against Fiorentina a few episodes ago, he saw the ball hit the opposite post and then go across the back of his goal line and go into the opposite side of the net. It's ridiculous. I dived the right way, like, 1 out of 4 times, and I still never managed to make the save. But anyway, it's Juventus to get themselves back in the game with Suarez's spot kick, and it's 2-1 here. But in the 32nd minute, we win the ball and give it back to Raphael. Raphael holds the ball, and some nice footwork there. Shame he'd never displayed that against Millwall. Some nice footwork, and he finds his man. He finds Jose Callahan. El Kaddouri plays a crossfield ball towards the Brazilian Fabio. Fabio finds Mertens, the Belgian winger, plays it back towards the former United left back here. Fake shots around Mangala, finds Vargas. Vargas gets a bit lucky as the tackle goes to Fabio, slides him through, and in 34 minutes, the Chilean striker had his hat-trick, and it was Juventus 1, Napoli 3. And coming into this game, I'm sure loads of people would have been saying, oh my goodness, why are you starting Vargas ahead of Higuain, who's coming back to fitness, and of course Lukaku, who's an amazing striker? Why are you starting Vargas, the weaker of the three strikers? But that's exactly why. Vargas was having an incredible game, and my decision was paying off. So Juventus 1, Napoli 3. With straight kick-off, Pogba lets fly from range. But his shot goes straight to the gloves of Raphael, and from that we break really quickly. Quick throw into Mertens, he rolls it through to Fabio, first time ball to Vargas, side heels the ball through to Mertens, takes a touch, but he puts the ball wide. So what a fantastic goal that would have been. Really, really nice football. That's what I'm doing really well at Napoli. Some really sort of fast counter-attacks, some really fast breaks, and some awesome football in between. But unfortunately we couldn't get the goal there to make it 4-1, and it was 1-3 at the scoreline as things stood. I don't know why I said that like a Yank, but or an American I should say, but it was 3-1 at half time, and we were playing so well. Other than conceding that penalty, we were basically flawless. Vargas had a hat-trick, we were performing so well, it was great to see. And Inter Milan, as you saw, were actually tied away at Sassuolo, so as things stood, things couldn't have been going better for us really. But at half time I subbed off Vargas for Lukaku. The reason being is quite simple. It's because with Vargas playing the way he's playing, I've got no doubt in my mind that he should be rested for the Europa League final against Arsenal. So Lukaku comes on for the second half. It's not even a weak replacement either, because Lukaku's the better striker. It's just Vargas was having such a good game. And in the 54th minute, our captain picks the ball up and finds Mertens. Lukaku back heels and then back to our captain, into El Kaddouri. Absolutely wonderful football, and Lukaku just shrugs Mangala to the floor, gets onto his left foot, and from a tight angle with the outside of his boot, he just blasts it. He absolutely levers it into the far corner. What a goal by Lukaku. It's game over. Any chance of Juventus coming back to spoil the party was all but over. Lukaku gets the goal. Mangala couldn't believe it. He's one of the best centre-backs on the game, and he's one of the most powerful as well, but he just got robbed, and Lukaku just passed him to the floor. I actually thought in truth it should have been a free kick to Juventus, to be honest, but even so, it wasn't given, and Lukaku takes his chance. What a finish this is. Absolutely incredible. No chance for Rui Patricio, and it is 4-1 to Napoli. And the game was all over here. So we were going to be claiming the Serie A title, and what a comeback it was going to be. So for the rest of the game, it was basically sort of a party atmosphere really. I didn't really need to do anything other than just pass the ball around and try and score nice goals. Pogba was trying to hit them from range, but he was playing really poorly, and because of that we were able to get the ball quite a few times. But Asamoah chipped the ball through to Suarez, and he couldn't find the back of the net. He couldn't even hit the target, so it was still 4-1 to us here, and the chances for Juventus were expiring shot by shot. And in the 63rd minute here, we give the ball from the goal kick to Fidelef. He rolls the ball through to Danilo. Danilo gets on the ball and finds Jose Callahan, who fake shots past Asamoah, who won the penalty for Juventus. Plays the ball to Barami. Barami finds Lukaku. Plays a great ball through to Mertens. Really good chance here to get his first goal of the game. He rounds Rui Patricio, but he can only put the ball into the side net. And so that was unlucky from Mertens, though. I did very well to keep my composure and round Rui Patricio, but unfortunately I couldn't hit the target, and it did go into the side netting. But it was still 4-1, and it didn't really matter too much. But you see Berardi get on the ball and lose out to Fabio here. Fabio gets on the ball, and we were looking for a fifth goal in this game. We were playing so well, looking for a fifth. Berardi was trying to catch up with Fabio, but the United left-back had enough pace, plays the ball through to Mertens, shoots on the half volley, but he can only hit the bar, and the ball goes over for a goal kick. So every time we came forward, we looked like scoring. We were playing so well. Our attacking lineup at Napoli is so good already, and with the fact we're signing Lucas and Hazard next year, it's just going to be incredible, isn't it? So we were attacking so well and playing so well, and it was only going to be a matter of time before we did hit the fifth goal. And in the 70th minute, Lukaku plays the ball out wide to Jose Callejon. Callejon sort of teases Vidal a little bit. Eventually he gets past him here and rolls the ball through towards the run of Barami. Bonner gives the ball away. Barami goes forward here, real good chance, chips the ball in, and Lukaku on the volley could only put the ball wide with his weaker right foot. But with 18 minutes to go, it wouldn't matter. And in the 90th minute, as Rui Patricio passes the ball to Bonner, who gives it to Vidal. The referee puts Juventus out of their misery and basically just gives us the Serie A title, because of course it wouldn't matter what would happen in the game between Sassuolo and Inter Milan, because us winning that game was always going to be enough for us to win the title by a minimum of 2 points. So a hat-trick for Vargas, one for Lukaku off the bench. Suarez got the consolation goal, but an emphatic away win means the score is 4-1 and we claim the Serie A title. Inter Milan did beat Sassuolo, but of course, as you'll see on the league table, it wouldn't matter. We would claim the Serie A title by 2 points. What an incredible achievement with Napoli. We have won the Serie A, and that is a fantastic fight back considering they were 5th when we took over in January. So really amazing achievement for us. Definitely an incredible achievement, really. It's our first domestic title as manager in this career mode series, and I could not be happier. Really amazing achievement to come back from, such a low position in the league. And yeah, we've won the Serie A title, and again, it was just hilarious. I came into that game and I was like, oh, it's going to be such a tight, tense game. Could be settled in injury time, Aguero style, but instead, it was just a complete obliteration and a complete domination from us, really. We were so good. But anyway, we offered Radosevic a contract after this. He's 71 rated. He's a holding midfielder. He wants 25 grand a week. He's been kept at the club. He hasn't played a single game this year for us, but I'd imagine he's still a pretty decent player. He's actually got some okay stats from what I've seen, but it's just our squad is so good we don't need to play him. But I guess it's better to sign him on a contract anyway than let him go on a free and have next year. Next year we can cash in on him if we want. Next year we can sell him for like £1 million, for example, instead of just seeing him go on a free. So because we're not paying him a signing on fee, it's it seems like it's I wouldn't say free money, but a good easy way for us to make sure we don't lose out on getting more money, So we offer Radosevic's demands, 4-year contract, 25 grand a week, future first team player status, and of course he accepts it, but he'll probably never play, and we'll just look to sell him in the summer. But as always, guys, a big thank you for watching today's video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the video, please leave a like, that's much appreciated, and it really does help my channel out. Don't forget that in the next episode, which will be tomorrow afternoon, is going to be the Europa League final against Arsenal, so look forward to that. There will of course be a live commentary, so look forward to that. If you've enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and look forward to the Arsenal game tomorrow, and I will see you for that episode tomorrow afternoon around 4 PM UK time. See you then.